like to show my roadmap. Upon the observation and advantage. That's all. Can I start? Okay, I will start now. From observation, A subpoint, national sovereignty. 1. The Constitution contains the phrase national sovereignty and takes the position of the social contract theory, in which a government elected by the people performs acts of governance. 2. However, only about half of the people currently vote for the government, and it is unclear whether the government is governed based on the consensus of the people. 3. Therefore, we insist there is a structural disorder in voluntary voting system. To achieve constitutional spirit, if you think compulsory voting can gather more people's opinion and come close to national sovereignty, we succeed to show the desirability. Then B subpoint justification. 1. Negative may say not to vote should be respected. However, we should more focus on the benefit as a whole community. That's because right is guaranteed if there's a foundation. Without the government, their value is not respected. 3. Moreover, public benefit. To keep public benefit, we can intervene the nation's rights. To keep public benefit, we can intervene nation's rights. That's because, as it stipulates in Article 13 of the Japanese Constitution, if the rights interfere with someone's rights, such freedom is regulated. In this case, not to vote actually deprived benefits for general public, as we describe in the next flow sheet. Therefore, 4. Showing a governmental stance and for reducing costs comes from not to vote. Fine is a reasonable option. C subpoint plan. 1. Japan should introduce compulsory voting, which means imposing sanction to fine to non-voters. Then go to advantage. Advantage. A subpoint mechanism. 1. Under the voluntary voting system, the government fails to promote political participation because the strong group can make a bloc to proceed their will. Strong group can make a bloc to proceed their will on the basis of a small amount of voting basis. In such situation, general public loses the incentive to vote. That's because their influence is really limited in such situation. Comparing costs for voting and gain, general public consider voting is ineffective. 2. As a result, politician focuses on a specific group. I repeat, politician focuses on a specific group and resources is allocated for the bloc voters. Then, Hokueki Institute Research, Japanese Research Institute says evidence number T2. Please read evidence number T2. Then please stop checking. B subpoint, distorted market. 1. If the politicians are chosen by the specific people, not by general public, policy is taken for the specific group. Therefore, the resources are distributed for them and other people get damaged. I show some examples. Example 1. If a government subsidy bad service, this can kill the good service. Just imagine the situation of the nuclear power plants. No need to write down. Stakeholder of the nuclear power get the benefit, although others taxes used. For developing nuclear power, company, researcher, and electric company request subsidy to the government. Such support distorts the competition without the company's effort. If such business is worked at market, no necessity to subsidy, and naturally they can win. But strong group spoils them, and other business chances is deprived. Example 2, social product. From the upper example, incentive of people or both companies remaining and challenging market decreases. Market decreases the motivation to grow. Market decreases the motivation to grow. Then we would prove how we gather people's opinion by compulsory voting from two aspects of people and the policymakers in the next subpoint. Then go to the C subpoint. C subpoint. Higher voting rate. On this point, we show how people are incentivized by the Farm to Plan. They will go to vote from the three mechanisms. First mechanism is the increased burden. Simply, their demerit not to vote increase because they need to pay the fine after front. Then 2, social perception. If a fine is imposed or considered abstention as not good things, society will encourage voting. For example, company doesn't want the people to abstain, not to vote. Abstain means not to vote. And they make a voting day a holiday because they don't want the people who don't don't vote. Because it's against the country's obligation. Then the second mechanism, social perception. If a fine is imposed, hope to change. People will expect many people, to go voting and have hope to reflect their opinion. Even the real number is unknown. Uncertainty of the winner will increase the voter basis. This can result in the good effects described in the next point. Then the D subpoint, policy change. Politician more focuses on the general perspective to gain vote easily from three aspects. First aspect is that weaker organization. Increasing the voting rate makes it difficult to control people because of the limited resources the organization has. For example, they can't visit or call much of the voters' home. Then 2, promote competition. If the voters' base is expanded and each organization makes an effort to get the people get the vote and reflect the people's voice as their opinion. Then 3, eliminate the bad politician. To get too much vote, the politician will reflect the people's opinion as much as possible. Therefore, politician can adjust the benefits, can win the election.
Free time. Examination time for the negative.
Yes.
Actually, I want to confirm your affirmative observation.
Yes.
Affirmative observation, 8 points. On this point, you said that under voluntary voting system, there is a structural disorder, and to gather as much as people's opinion, compulsory voting is necessary.
Yes.
Okay. Then, this point justification. On this point, you said that for public benefit, to intervene people's rights is justifiable.
Yes.
Okay. Then, one from first part is that shall introduce compulsory voting in national election, and the second is impose fine for non-voters.
Yes.
Okay. Then next, so advantage. Advantage, as a point on this point is under voluntary voting system, government fails to there is a strong group effect.
Oh, yes.
And this point may be used to show that two examples. First example is the government bad service. First example is bad service.
Yes.
Then second is social perception.
Social product.
Social product. So
Yeah.
please explain this one.
From the upper example, the first example, that maybe the government will intervene and they do the subsidy to the specific group.
Yes.
At that time, the other companies lose some motivation to grow because such subsidies are specific people.
Then, okay. Other company lose motivation to.
Oh yes.
Okay. These points you are inherently sequence is first one is bad service because of specific organized prioritizing, and second is other companies motivation decrease.
Yes.
Okay, then sheets of firebolt injector. So you show the two mechanisms, people incentive. First one is simply the burden, then second one is maybe social perception.
Oh, we showed the three examples.
Sorry.
Three mechanisms.
Ah.
First one is the increasing burden.
Yes.
And then the second one is the social perception.
Yes.
Then the third one is the hope to change.
Third one is the hope to change. So please explain second one, sir.
By introducing the compulsory voting, maybe the people can expect the voting rate will increase after such policies is introduced, right? Then the people would think that there's a hope that maybe the government may change after that. So therefore, there is an incentive to vote.
People feel expectation for change. Okay, thank you. Then second is social perception.
Oh yes.
Please summarize second point.
So if the fine is imposed, we consider abstention is not a good thing in society. The society will encourage voting.
Okay, then these are point policy change. First one is please summarize first point, first aspect.
Policy change, the first one is the legal organization.
Big organization.
Increasing the voting rate makes it difficult to control the people.
Okay. Then second is promote competition.
Yes.
Okay. Then third one is eliminate bad politician.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Your time.